so loud, baby, it's the guitar man. Who's gonna steal the show? You know, baby, it's the guitar man. He can make you love, he can make you cry. He will bring you down and he'll get you high. Something keeps him going miles and miles a day to find another place to play. Night after night, who treats you right, baby, it's the guitar man. Who's on the radio? You go listen to the guitar man. Then he comes to town and you see his face, and you think you might like to take his place. Something keeps him drifting miles and miles away, searching for the songs to play. Then you listen to the music and you like to sing along. You want to get the meaning out of each and every song. Then you find yourself a message and some words to call your own and take them home. He can make you love, he can get you high. He will bring you down and he'll make you cry. Something keeps him moving, but no one seems to know what it is that makes him go. Then the lights begin to flicker and the sound is getting dim. The voice begins to falter and the crowds are getting thin. But he never seems to notice he's just got to find another place to play. Fade away. Got to play. Fade away. Got to play. Baby, I'ma want you. Baby, I'ma need you. You're the only one I care enough to hurt about. Maybe I'm a crazy, but I just can't live without your loving and affection, giving me direction, like a guiding light to help me through my darkest hour. Lately I'm a praying that you'll always be a staying beside me. Used to be my life was just emotions passing by, feeling all the while I never really knowing why. Lately I'm a praying that you'll always be a staying beside me. Used to be my life was just emotions passing by. Then you came along and made me laugh and made me cry. You taught me why, baby, I'ma want you. Baby, I'ma need you. Oh, it took so long to find you, baby, baby, I'ma want you. Baby, I'ma need you. I found her diary underneath the tree and started reading about me. The word
Good afternoon and welcome, everyone. I am Carol Muskaluk, your host for this afternoon's concert, featuring Tony Turner and none other than Chris White. Yay! It's great to see you all here, and thank you for coming out and taking the time to take in this concert. It's a beautiful day, and glad you're all here. I would like to make you aware that this is Algonquin land, and as such, sorry, wait a second. It is important to turn our words into action. A percentage of the proceeds from today's concert will be offered to the Anishinaabe Algonquin Nation for projects of their choice. First, a big thank you to Jeff Cass and all the staff here at Redbird Live. For welcoming us in and creating this space for us. Thanks also to Robert Allen on the sound console. Robert Brown on live stream in the room behind me. You can't see him, but he is there. And to volunteers, Kitty Italiano, Ashalita Shellard, Ron Ryan, and MG for helping with this concert. And thanks most of all to Chris White for his deep passion and dedication to the folk and grassroots genre that made this concert happen. The concert this afternoon is being live streamed, and as such, I would like to make you aware that at all times there are 2 cameras going, one on the artist and one on you, the audience. Good to know. And it is at all times, both during the intermission and a little bit pre and post show. Also, I would appreciate it if you could mute your phones. Just a reminder, actually, if you haven't already done so. And now, before we get to some wonderful music, I would like to first tell you a bit about Chris White. Chris is a singer-songwriter, radio host, event organizer, and community song leader who loves to connect people with one another through music. He has released 3 albums of songs that range from hilariously punny to heartwarmingly touching. He writes and sings about the sometimes humorous, sometimes profound moments of our lives and about the people who serve as an inspiration to others. His clever songs and positive messages uplift and delight audiences for all ages and abilities. Chris co-founded the Ottawa Folk Festival in 1993 and has created many other many other community festivals and events over the years. He hosts Canada's longest-running folk music radio show, Canadian Spaces on CKCU FM. Chris received the Helen Berger Award in 2012 for his contributions to folk roots music across Canada. Let's welcome to the stage, everyone, Chris White. Yay.
And thank you to Carol Muskalek for doing the hosting for these shows. So we have a kind of a fun format. I'll do a few songs, maybe 4 or 5. Then Tony Turner is going to come up and do some songs, and then we'll have a break. And then when we come back after the break, we're going to change things up, and Tony and I will be on stage together, swapping back and forth just for fun, for variety. So it is a Tuesday, and here we are. There are 2 of us, except there are more because we have guests coming up, as you'll see. And I promised a surprise guest, and one of the guests was actually a surprise to me. So just materialized just at the last minute from Winnipeg, of all places. So as some of you know, I'm concerned about the fact that we're destroying trees. And so at a protest, as a protest event was coming up, I came up with this song, which, guess what? It's a sing-along song called Let's Save the Trees. So feel free to join in. Some folks say those trees are a nuisance. We might as well give them the axe. But those politicians who back that position are not facing up to the facts. Those old trees uplift and protect us while cleaning the water and air. I bet you $1 billion our children's grandchildren will weep if those trees are not there. Here's the chorus. Let's save the trees. Let's not chop them off at the knees. Let's join in the chorus. They're all rooting for us to help them, so let's save the trees. Nice. Those trees are a wondrous creation. They're not something money can buy. They shade us with love from the hot sun above while connecting the earth with the sky. Those tamaracks, oaks, pines, and cedars are marvels of beauty and grace. Don't let them be killed so somebody can build a huge pay parking lot in their place. Here we go. Let's save the trees. Let's not chop them off at the knees. Let's join in the chorus. They're all rooting for us to help them, so let's save the trees. That peaceful, magnificent forest is growing on unceded land. A true consultation from nation to nation would leave those trees right where they stand. Remember what Joni once told us. You don't know what you've got till it's gone. We've got to withdraw every hatchet and saw and let that urban woodland live on. Yeah, let's save the trees. Beautiful. Let's not chop them off at the knees. Let's join in the chorus. They're all rooting for us to help them. So let's save the trees. Yeah, help them. Let's save the trees. Thank you. Thank you. And now our first special guest is going to come to the stage right now in the form of you, Mary Jick. There you go. That's another surprise. But thanks for being here. This is so nice to be able to do concerts in the afternoon here. And we've just been having a lovely time. I needed a banjo player, so I married Mary. I figured that was the easiest way.
That's just a bit closer, not too close. So thanks, Chris, for asking me to be part of this show. And before I forget, I want to thank Matt Dugan for lending me this banjo, because my main banjo is in the shop getting its neck reset. It's turned out to be more complicated, so.
Hope that never has to happen to you.
Right, yeah, me too.
Okay.
So this is a beautiful song that I love by Gillian Welch and David Rawlings, and probably after the first 10 seconds you'll realize why we decided to do this song this afternoon. So. Oh, little red bird, come to my windowsill. Been so lonesome, shaking that morning chill. Oh, little red bird, open your mouth and say, been so lonesome, just about flown away. So long I've been out in the rain and snow, but the winter's come and gone, a little bird told me so. Oh, little blue bird, pearly feather breast, 5 cold nickels, all I got left. Oh, little blue bird, what am I gonna do? 5 cold nickels ain't gonna see me through. So long I've been out in the rain and snow, but the winter's come and gone, a little bird told me so. Oh, little blackbird on my wire line, dark as trouble in this heart of mine. A little blackbird sings a weary song, dark as trouble till winter's come and gone. So long I've been out in the rain and snow, but the winter's come and gone, a little bird told me so. Let's do that first verse again. Oh, little red bird, come to my windowsill. Been so lonesome, shaking that morning chill. Oh, little red bird, open your mouth and say, been so lonesome, just about flown away. So long I've been out in the rain and snow, but the winter's come and gone, a little bird told me so. So long I've been out in the rain and snow, but the winter's come and gone, a little bird told me so.
Burchick, everybody, on a clawhammer style banjo. And now Mary's doing something very exciting, switching over to a very old style of banjo. Because the banjo originally came from West Africa, and this would have been the way a banjo would have been made, with a gourd. Can you show the gourd? There we go.
Gourd
with the
from
stick
Alabama,
through it.
I think. That T.R. Frost made this banjo. Probably about 20 years ago, maybe even more than that.
Let's just hear a little bit of that. This is a song I wrote about my grandfather on my father's side. Very interesting story. And your part, talking about freedom, talking about freedom, talking about freedom, talking about freedom. I am a Baptist preacher, I am William Andrew White, and 1946 is the year. My life has been a journey full of hardship and delight, and now I feel the end is drawing near. My parents in Virginia lived in slavery, claimed their freedom in the Civil War. The seventh of 9 children, I'm the first who was born free on June the 16th, 1874. I got some education and I thought I could go far if I could let my learning lead me forth. And then one of my teachers, Miss Helena Blackadar, suggested that I study in the north. I made my application to university. Wolfville, Nova Scotia was the place I traveled to in search of my divinity degree and friendship well beyond the bounds of race. Talk about freedom, talk about freedom, talk about freedom, talk about freedom. I took the pledge of ministry and traveled town to town to tell a tale of human dignity. I preached the word for years, and then the Great War came around, and I became a chaplain overseas. We were a separate regiment, they kept us far apart, said mixing black and white would be a shame. But Jesus is my witness, when I saw the fighting start, the color of the blood was all the same. When I returned to Halifax, the good Lord helped me choose to lead the big church on Cornwallis Street. In faith and hope and harmony, we spread the joyful news and tried to make the people's lives complete. My good wife Isidora filled my life with joy. Her music and her wisdom were my guide. She gave us 13 children, how I loved each girl and boy, and how I grieved the 2 of them that died. We're talking about freedom, talk about freedom, talk about freedom, talk about freedom. My name is William Andrew, like my father's was before, and William Andrew is my oldest son. I'm looking back from this east coast to Africa's west shore, and thinking that my life is almost done. I look into the future, see my children shining bright. I hope that they will sometimes think on me. I pray that they will find a way to work with all their might, to carry on the struggle to be free. To carry on the struggle to be free. Carry on the struggle to be free. Talk about freedom. Talk about freedom. Talk about freedom. Talk about free.
That's right.
Thank you. It sounds so good when you sing along. That's so nice. Well, okay, here's my hit. I have a hit. One time at the songwriting group called Writer's Block, we gave ourselves the assignment to write a song that did not rhyme. It's really bugged me because I like songs to rhyme. But I forced myself to write a song that did not rhyme. And this is it. It's my hit. It became the title of an album, which is called I'm a Poet and I'm Aware of It. I ran into, how does this song go again? This is my hit. I ran into a friend of mine. He seemed a trifle sad. I said, hey, how's it going? And he said, I'm feeling what? Yeah, okay, that'll work. I ran into a friend of mine. He seemed a trifle sad. I said, hey, how's it going? And he said, I'm feeling rotten. I'm into writing songs. I keep on trying all the time. But when I reach the final word, I just can't make it sound right. I just can't make it sound good. No, I just can't make it work. I'm trying to be a hero, but I feel just like a failure. I'm missing something that's a part of every song I've heard. I seem to be okay until I reach the final syllable. Each of us in life must have a cross to bear. Ron McLean has Don Cherry and Alanis has long arms. Carnivores have Katie Lang accusing them of crimes. I seem doomed to try in vain to write a song that sounds good. I looked at my unhappy friend, I stared into his eyes. I said, I think there's something here you don't quite understand. You have to match up A with A, and then match B with B, and soon you'll be as happy as a bird up in a bush. So calm yourself and wipe away that teardrop from your eye. I know you will succeed if you just give it one more effort. Find yourself a pair of words that sound like they belong, and soon you'll have yourself a most delightful little ditty. Each of us in life must have a cross to bear. Ron McLean has Don Cherry and Alanis has long arms. Carnivores have Katie Lang accusing them of crimes. I seem doomed to try in vain to write a song that sounds good. I've got it, said my buddy. Now I know just what to do. I know just what to do. I've got it, said my buddy. Now I know just what to do. Then there's what's that? You showed me where the trouble lies. Oh, thanks so much for that. If I don't solve my problem now, I swear I'll eat my banjo. So off he went in ecstasy to exercise his skills, to write songs that would ring out in the valleys and the mountains. I saw him 3 weeks later, he was quite a sight to see, just back from Alabama with his banjo in his mouth. Each of us in life must have a cross to bear. Ron McLean has Don Cherry and Alanis has long arms. Carnivores have Katie Lang accusing them of crimes. I seem doomed to try in vain to write a song that sounds good. I should probably practice my hit every once in a while. I'm just thinking. Okay, here's another guest coming up in the form of Sid Amin. Sid and I met when Sid was 7, and now he's older. And then we're going to have a really nice surprise for you at a certain point in this song. But for now, this is a song here. A lot of people have seen this, but they don't really know who this is. Even the people in the banks. When I ask the people in the bank, who is it? This is Viola Desmond. And on the back, the Museum of Human Rights in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and all kinds of information on here, including a little map of the city of Halifax and an excerpt from the Charter of Rights and Freedoms that guarantees equal treatment before the law for everybody, which Viola Desmond did not receive in 1946, which is also on this bill. So if you have one of these bills, take a look at it sometime. That's Viola Desmond, and this is a song about Viola. And feel free to sing along. Sid, anything you want to say before we play this?
Yeah, this was about when this song's about an instance that this was about having a movie theater where she went and sat in the white only section, and they dragged her out and they locked her up and then accused her of not paying the theater, which was not true. Yeah, it was really about Jane.
So Viola suffered unjust treatment based on the racism of the day. And so this song encourages us to do better. Yeah. Just move a little bit so you're not running into that mic. Okay, so here we go. She was traveling on business when her car broke down. She found herself stranded in New Glasgow town. She thought maybe a movie would erase her frown. Back in 1946, she bought herself a ticket and she took a seat in an area reserved for the white elite. So they dragged her from the theater and onto the street, saying, "Black and white do not mix." Singing for Viola, loud and strong we are. Singing for Viola to right the wrong. We've got to build a world where we all belong. For Viola we are singing a song. Feel free to sing on that chorus next time it comes around. They hurt her hip and locked her up all night. Denied her bail and ignored her rights. But even though she shivered from the cold and fright, Viola held her head high. The trial and the judgment took a terrible toll, troubling her deeply in her mind and soul. Oppressed by forces she could not control, Viola watched her dreams die. Singing for Viola, loud and strong we are. Singing for Viola to right the wrong. We've got to build sing the chorus and see if there are any tries. Singing for Viola, loud and strong we are. Singing for Viola, to right the wrong. We've got to build a world where we all belong. For Viola we are singing a song. Are there any trumpet players in the house? Here we go, there's a trumpet player in the house. Here we go. Jordy just flew in from Winnipeg. Come on, singing for Viola. Loud and strong we are. Singing for Viola to right the wrong. We've got to build a world where we all belong. For Viola we are singing a song. We lost Viola back in '65. It's been many years since that fateful drive. Now we all must work to keep her spirit alive and make sure we're doing what's right. So here's to Viola and to Carrie Best, Gwen Jenkins, Portia White, and all the rest. Everyone of color who is put to the test and pays a price for their fight. Here we go, we're singing. Singing for Viola, loud and strong we are. Singing for Viola, to right the wrong. We've got to build a world where we all belong. For Viola we are singing a song. Yes, we are singing for Viola, loud and strong we are. Singing for Viola, to right the wrong. We've got to build a world where we all belong. For Viola we are singing a song. Yes, we are. For Viola we are singing a song. One more time. For Viola we are singing a song. Sidney and Jordy from Winnipeg. Okay, I'm going to disconnect here. Well, actually, I don't have to disconnect. I'll just disappear. And let's bring Tony Turner up to the stage. And Carol already told you a bit about Tony. I just want to say that Tony's just a remarkable human being. We're so lucky that he's here visiting from Nanaimo for a couple of weeks and just happened to be available for this concert. Tony, good to see you, man.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Chris. Yeah. Guess Carol didn't get to do her little introduction, but you can do that later.
Oh, Carol didn't get to do an introduction. No. Do you want to do that now? Yeah, why don't you? Yeah, why don't you? Sorry, I missed that.
You want to embarrass me on stage?
Yeah, you can stand there while you're being introduced.
Some of these surprises are as much a surprise for me. Anyways, Tony got his start in Ottawa in the folk music scene and is now based in Nanaimo, British Columbia. His thoughtful songs reveal his love of history, landscapes, and the precious moments in the lives of ordinary people. His rich baritone voice, engaging stage presence, and accomplished guitar engross audiences fully. He has released 3 albums. His much-loved anthem, Circle of Song, has become a standard among community groups and church choirs and was published in the widely distributed American songbook, Rise Again. The courage and honesty of his catchy 2015 Harperman song propelled him into the international spotlight and garnered a Spirit of Folk Award from the Folk Alliance International Organization. Tony's positive impact on the Ottawa music scene is recognized annually through an award that is presented in his name. His website is tonyturner.ca. So let's give a big welcome to the Redbird stage, Tony Turner.
Thank you. Thank you, Carol. Thank you. Nice to be here. Nice crowd coming out on a Tuesday afternoon. Who's here for the first time at Redbird? Oh, look at that. Yeah. So, got to come back. So, Chris got you singing on the first number, so I think I'm going to try the same, just at least one line anyways. So, this is a song that I wanted to write a song about the, kind of like all that division we hear about in south of the border. And I know we have it, it's kind of muted in Canada, but it's still there. And I was, and all that happens kind of in the South, in the Midwest and South. And then I was reminded that in the Wizard of Oz, when Dorothy and Toto are swept up in the tornado, or what do they call it? What do you call it here? A dish? What's the name of that thing you had last year? I can never remember it. Yeah, one of those. And then they land in this very mysterious place that they don't know where they are anymore. And yeah, and so she looks around holding Toto in her arms, and what does she say? We're not in Kansas anymore. That's your line. Driving through the heartland, land of milk and honey. Something's going on, people acting real funny. My sister's to the left, my brother's to the right. They're drawing lines in the sand, fixing for a fight, taking their positions. They're ready to go to war, and I keep thinking, I'm not in Kansas anymore. I've been running on empty, feeling kind of scared. If there's an exit, please, won't someone show me where? The newsman says we're in another dust bowl, but the billboard up ahead tells me to save my soul. Got a twister on my tail, put the pedal to the floor. Now I know I'm not in Kansas anymore. Where is the truth? Where are the facts? When will the light shine through all of these cracks? All did listen, when will we act? Where is respect? Can we get it back? Where are the brains? Where is the heart? Where is the courage to make a new start? All we love about our precious blue art is aching and breaking apart. Yeah, well, I thought the Emerald City could be my ticket home, but this yellow brick road, it's just a heap of broken stone. Can't go back, and my future's uncertain. I sure don't believe no man who hides behind a curtain, except Robert. All these flying monkeys are rotten to the core. I hear them screaming, I'm not in Kansas anymore. in Kansas. Not in Kansas. We're not in Kansas. We're not in Kansas anymore. Thank you. Yeah, and apologies to Robert back there. He's behind the curtain, doing the live streaming. Is he a wizard? He's a wizard in his own way. I guess he is. Okay. So, I'm gonna do the song. It's written a while ago, but I would like to record it. I was driving from. I was house sitting up in Old Chelsea the last few days, and I was driving to this gig along, King Edward, take the bridge from the Quebec side, and noticed all the homeless people out by the Shepherds of Good Hope there, and then a few weeks ago, I was attending the Canadian Folk Music Awards in Vancouver. They were there in early April, or last day of March and first couple of days of April. And and I was staying not close to there. I had to drive along East Hastings, if you know Vancouver at all. And the streets were lined with like tents in these what would normally be like the high street or the main street with all the businesses and stuff. And a few days later, they tore all that down. You probably read about it on the news. And anyways, it's a sad situation, the whole homelessness thing. And I wrote this song a number of years ago, and when I first became conscious of like the homeless situation when I took my family to Washington, D.C., another capital city. And I saw people living under overpasses. That's where I got this song. Under the overpass, commuters up above, they're driving to some job, then back to the ones they love. I love somebody, not as much as being free. Now I'm free to spend my time wondering if she still thinks of me. Under the overpass, with my shopping cart, keeps my little world from falling all apart. I've got these little pills, they're supposed to help me cope. Sometimes I throw them out, sometimes I drink, sometimes I take them both. Under the overpass, but every night in my tattered robe, safe from the demons, protected from the cold. No, it's not the Ritz, but it ain't no crime. I don't bother no one, no, I'm just spending time under the overpass, watching folks go by, watch coins in a paper cup, never look me in the eye. I'm sheltered from the rain, and the sun's burning rays. Feel the gentle breeze on my face, blow my blues away. Under the overpass, under the overpass, under the overpass. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, lighten the mood a little bit. A lot of dog owners in the audience. Dog owners? Used to be dog owners? Who's looking after them right now? So I wrote this song after I realized that my dog was older than me, and if we compared ages and stuff, like well older than me, when she turned 12, which is it's getting up there. And I realized how alike we can be, us and our dogs. So this song kind of illustrates that. It's called Old Dogs Like Us. I think this was a song-along topic a couple of years ago. Something about old dogs. That's where I got it. That's where I get my start from. A lot of these songs from this group that we had in Writer's Block in Ottawa, which Chris resurrected, and then I took over, and that was a long, long history, but it's been responsible for helping many songwriters create many songs in this city. So, and this is one. My old dog turned 12 today. That makes him and I the same old age. He came to me as a scrawny pup. Had some fun watching him grow up. Fetching a ball, begging to be fed, learning how to sit and stay. He could straighten the circles inside my head, but soon all that's gonna fade away. 'Cause old dogs like us have had their day. Old dogs like us have had their day. We eat too much and we move too slow. Only go out when we need to go. Catch a nap anytime we please. Scratch that itch, just might be fleas. Sometimes he dreams he's chasing squirrels or keeping the cats at bay. I dream of youth and a pretty girl and wonder how they slipped away. Old dogs like us have had their day. Old dogs like us have had their day. We used to know everyone in town, but they moved out or went underground. Taking a walk past a gray tombstone, now I'm chewing on the past like a rawhide bone. Pray for mercy, howl at the moon, wiping the tears away. Pine for a love who left too soon, but we won't sit, no, we won't stay. Old dogs like us have had their day. 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 My old dog turned 12 today. That makes him and I the same old age. So some of you know that I lost my wife in December 2021, and after many, many years of marriage, and I wanted to write a song about her. And when we first recording, and we've known each other since we were just into our late teens, I guess. I was living in Britannia, and she lived in Dorval, and I realized only when I was trying to write this song that there was this big body of water that connects us, the Ottawa River, and I lived at the corner of Britannia Road, which goes into Lac du Chien, and she lived in that flows into the St. Lawrence, and then there's the big lake called Lac St. Louis, which she lived on St. Louis Avenue in Dorval, and so I wrote this song to, just to remember that time when we were kind of courting, and what connected us. I didn't think Dorval was a very poetic name, so but her neighborhood was called Pine Beach. And I think a lot of you remember Sharon, so this is for her. There's a river of love down at the end of my road. I don't know where it comes from, but I sure know where it goes. Over Chaudière Falls and shoot up Blondo, past the lake of two mountains around Il Perrot, where it laps at the shores of a lake at the foot of your street, where I fell in love with my girl from Pine Beach. I recall all the good times we had in that neighborhood, going here, going there, and hanging out did us both good. We grew together while friends grew apart. Your love light filled the cracks in my heart, hand in hand making plans over something to eat, strolling the lakeshore drive that bordered Pine Beach. Supposed to have my harmonica on here for the solo, but I guess we'll have to fake it. Da 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 da. Oh, Lac du Chien, call out to me, take me from this place, carry me down to Lac St. Louis, straight to my lover's embrace. There's a river of love still flows from my heart to yours, and though you are gone, I'm forever drawn to those shores, where I sit and wonder what I'm gonna do with a heart full of pain and sweet thoughts of you that sparkle as bright as the tips of waves out of reach. They crash and melt through the stony shores of Pine Beach. I sit and wonder what I'm gonna do with a heart full of pain and sweet thoughts of you that sparkle as bright as the tips of waves beyond my reach. then crash and melt through the stony shores of Pine Beach. Let's get another guest up here. Let's get Sid. We'll kind of close out this segment before the break. And I didn't realize that Sid knew this song. It's off my last album. And sure got the right harmonica here. And this is about how much the Beatles influenced me when I was growing up. And I think many of us did change. As the title of the song says, the Beatles changed everything. And so you can, as a little, if you're a little intellectual exercise as we go through the song, you can pick out as many Beatle references as you think you find.
I've done that.
You've done that? You've done that? Don't give it away. Maybe there are. I don't even know the number. Okay, are you ready there? Sid? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was a kid back in '63. That's when music got a hold on me. Mac the Knife, Mockingbird, crazy songs I knew every word. Then a sound never heard before came rolling in from a foreign shore. You know Buddy was dead and Elvis was king. Then the Beatles changed everything. Four lads from Liverpool taught me more than I could learn in school. Spinning every 45, I felt something stir deep inside. So I learned to play the guitar, looking cool, playing hard. I like girls, but I love to sing, and the Beatles were my everything. Well, there was something in the way they grew, attracted me like no other ever could. Go Sid! Well, there was something in the way they grew. Yeah, 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 yeah. Attracted me like no other lover could. So many years have come and gone. My head's still filled with all their songs. Here, there, and everywhere in my life, I see them standing there, playing songs that saw me through the backbeat of my youth. They're the reason I love to sing, it's 'cause the Beatles were my everything. No, the reason I love to sing, 'cause the Beatles changed everything. Thank you. Okay, we'll see you after the little short break.
We will now take a brief intermission. There are snacks, drinks, and merchandise available, as well as an email sign-up book for Tony Turner.
I found her diary underneath the tree and started reading about me. The words she'd written took me by surprise. You'd never read them in her eyes. They said that she had found the love she'd waited for. Wouldn't you know it? She wouldn't show it. Then she confronted with the writing there, simply pretended not to care. I passed it off as just in keeping with her total disconcerting air. And though she tried to hide the love that she denied, wouldn't you know it? She wouldn't show it. And as I go through my life, I will give to her, my wife, all the sweet things I can find. I found her diary underneath the tree and started reading about me. The words began to stick and tears to flow. Her meaning now is clear to see. The love she'd waited for was someone else, not me. Wouldn't you know it? She wouldn't show it. And as I go through my life, I will wish for her his wife, all the sweet things she can find, all the sweet things they can find. And Aubrey was her name, a not so very ordinary girl or name, but who's to blame for a love that wouldn't bloom, for the hearts that never played in tune, like a lovely melody that everyone can sing. Take away the words that rhyme, it doesn't mean a thing. And Aubrey was her name. We tripped the light and danced together to the moon. But where was June? No, it never came around. Maybe I was absent or was listening too fast, catching all the words but then the meaning going past. But God, I miss the girl, and I'd go 1,000 times around the world just to be closer to her than to me. And Aubrey was her name. I never knew her, but I loved her just the same. I loved her name. Wish that I had found the way and the reasons that would make her stay. I have learned to lead a life apart from all the rest. I can't have the one I want, I'll do without the best. How I miss the girl, and I'd go 1,000,000 times around the world just to say she had been mine for a day.
And I don't know how I knew it, but I knew it somehow. You're the answer to the question no one's answered till now. And I don't know what you see in me, but girl, there's nothing to what I see in you. Stars that glisten, lips for kissing. Honey, listen, it's true. No one ever loved you better. I love you, honey. And I've known a girl or two, but none of them was you. And they could never be what you are to me. Stars that glisten, lips for kissing. Honey, listen, it's true. No one ever loved you better. I love you, honey. I love you. I love you. Oh, I love you. I love you.
love you.
An only child, alone and wild, a cabinet maker's son. His hands were meant for different work, and his heart was known to none. He left his home and went his lone and solitary way, and he gave to me a gift I know I never can repay. A quiet man of music, denied a simpler fate. He tried to be a soldier once, but his music wouldn't wait. He earned his love through discipline, a thundering velvet hand. His gentle means of sculpting souls took me years to understand. The leader of the band is tired and his eyes are growing old, but his blood runs through my instrument and his song is in my soul. My life has been a poor attempt to imitate the man. I'm just a living legacy to the leader of the band. Brothers' lives were different, for they heard another call. One went to Chicago and the other to St. Paul. And I'm in Colorado when I'm not in some hotel, living out this life I've chose and come to know so well. Thank you for the music and your stories of the road. I thank you for the freedom when it to go. I thank you for the kindness and the times when you got tough. And Papa, I don't think I said I love you near enough. The leader of the band is tired and his eyes are growing old, but his blood runs through my instrument and his song is in my soul. My life has been a poor attempt to imitate the man. I'm just a living legacy to the leader of the band. I am a living legacy to the leader of the band. Longer than there have been fishes in the ocean,
than any bird ever flew, longer than there've been stars up in the heavens. I've been in love with you. Stronger than any mountain cathedral, truer than any tree ever grew, deeper than any forest primeval. I am in love with you. I'll bring fire in the winters, you'll send showers in the springs. We'll fly through the falls and summers with love on our wings. Through the years, as the fire starts to mellow, burning lines in the book of our lives, though the binding cracks and the pages start to yellow, I'll be in love with you. I'll be in love with you. Longer than there've been fishes in the ocean, higher than any bird ever flew, longer than there've been stars up in the heavens. I've been in love with you. I am in love with you.
It's not time to make a change. Just relax, take it easy. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to know. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I am old, but I'm happy. I was once like you are now, and I know that it's not easy to be calm when you found something going on. But take your time, think a lot. Why, think of everything you've got, for you will still be here tomorrow, but your dreams may not. How can I try to explain? 'Cause when I do, he turns away again. It's always been the same old story. From the moment I could talk, I was ordered to listen. Now there's a way, and I know that I have to go away. I know I have to go. not time to make a change. Just sit down, take it slowly. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to go through. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I am old, but I'm happy. All the times that I've cried, keeping all the things I knew inside. It's hard, but it's harder to ignore it. If they were right, I'd agree, but it's them they know, not me. Now there's a way, and I know that I have to go away. I know I have to go.
Music school as well as a performance venue. You can check them out at their website at redbirdlive.ca to see the list of upcoming concerts and events. And while you're there, you can also check out the excellent individual and group classes for children and adults. Okay, we'll get on with the show now, and it's welcome back together on stage, Chris White and Tony Turner.
Hey, Tony.
How's it going?
Thanks again, everybody, for being here. What fun.
Yeah.
So here's a little song. Should I do a song?
I think you should.
We're
do a
going
song.
to trade back and forth here.
Yeah.
So pretend you're at a folk festival, and there are two people on stage taking turns. So my mom told me about this concept called companion planting. Are you familiar with it? Companion planting. I said, what do you mean companion planting? I'm a songwriter. It sounds like a good concept. She said, well, for example, you could plant garlic close to roses, and the garlic will keep the aphids from going on to the roses. I said, okay, cool. I'm a songwriter. I can work with that. And so here it is, the garlic and the rose. And of course, there's a sing-along part, chorus, right? Oh, rose, you are so beautiful, shining in the sun. Your tender silken blossom is a joy to everyone. I am a simple lowly plant that here beside you grows. I am not worthy of you, said the garlic to the rose. For you stretch up towards the sky with elegance and grace, while I remain below you in this my humble place. My scent is dank and obvious, the subject of much mirth, while your exquisite fragrance has no equal on this earth. The bird on wing did sweetly sing, the breeze did softly blow, and all the garden bloomed around the garlic and the rose. La 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 la. All the garden bloomed around the garlic and the rose. On hearing this, the rose looked down and offered this reply. If anyone deserves such praise, 'tis surely you, not I. You have the gift of healing the whole of humankind, and culinary wonders spring from your unique design. 'Tis true that I seem glamorous and destined for the crown, but how I love the mystery you weave within the ground. So let us be companions together till the end, delighting in the mystery that helps us to be friends. The bird on wing did sweetly sing, the breeze did softly blow, and all the garden bloomed around the garlic and the rose. La 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 la. All the garden bloomed around the garlic and the rose.
Okay, I guess it's my turn. I'm going to get you guys singing too, just a little bit. I can't claim that I wrote this song entirely, but it's sort of a co-write, I guess. But there's a little song circle in Nanaimo that was run by a woman, Pam Edgar, who also was the host of a radio show there, a 3-hour sort of local radio show on the. And anyway, so she hosted this monthly songwriters circle, and I met a few people that way. And there's this one woman who came. I think her name is Julie Normand, and she played. She wrote that. She had this song, and it just made me fall off my floor, laughing. So, and I learned it. And you guys can sing, and I'll coach you. But it's imagining, and we all are of an age where we grew up with cartoons. Who remembers the Flintstones? Yeah. Well, even the Flintstones have a dark side. The kids grow up. Sun goes down on Bedrock Town, and Fred and Barney go for tequila shots and peelers at the Water Buffalo. They got drunk and rolled the car. Now what will they do? They got the yabba dabba do blue. Wilma sneaks a vodka 'cause it don't show on her breath. Bam Bam's in the alley dealing crack and crystal meth. Pebbles is doing the football team to pay for her tattoos. They got the yabba dabba do blues. Oh yeah, you're with me? Here we go. Meet the Flintstones. Everyone. Meet the Flintstones. They got the yabba dabba do blues. Remember all these characters? Grandma stole some dynamite, now poor Dino, he's gone. Betty's been binging on Bronto burgers, she can't get her little dress on. But Fred's been stealing her underthings. If Wilma only knew, she'd have the yabba dabba do blues. Here we go. Meet the Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. They got the yabba dabba do blue. Thanks for singing along. I don't know if Hanna-Barbera, if someone ever recorded that, there'd be a big lawsuit going on.
Yeah, it could happen. It could
Changed,
happen.
yeah, the poor name of the Flintstones.
I don't remember the cartoon being quite like that. Okay, so Mary, would you come back up again? Mary Jick is going to play a little more banjo here on this song. Yay! This song is called Cast Your Bread Upon the Waters. Share the talents you possess. Then somebody's sons and daughters will be filled with happiness. So that's not the title, that's the whole chorus. Okay, so.
I think I need to lower this.
And it rhymes and everything.
I think it needs to be a bit lower.
There we go. There is wisdom in the ages, and it rings so true today. If we listen to the sages, we will cast our bread away. Cast your bread,
Cast your bread
upon the waters. Share the talents you possess. Then somebody's sons and daughters will be filled with happiness. Mix the oil and the flour with the water and the yeast. Heat it up with loving power and then send it to the feast. Here we go. Cast your bread,
Cast your bread
upon the waters. Share the talents you possess. Then somebody's sons and daughters will be filled with happiness. Every croissant and every bagel, every pita and every roll, given freely from your table, feeds the body and feeds the soul. Here we go. Cast your bread,
Cast your bread
upon the waters. Share the talents you possess. Then somebody's sons and daughters will be filled with happiness. Let's hear some banjo. Days of darkness, days of sorrow. We cannot control our fate, but we'll build a bright tomorrow when we share the bread we bake. Cast your bread,
Cast your bread
upon the waters. Share the talent you possess. Then somebody's sons and daughters will be filled with happiness. Let's sing that again. It sounds so good. Cast your bread,
Cast your bread
upon the waters. Share the talent you possess. Then somebody's sons and daughters will be filled with happiness. Oh yeah, will be filled with happiness. Thanks for singing. Thanks. Mary Jick on the banjo. Yay.
Okay, back to me.
Any songs about bread?
About bread? Does it grow on?
Songs about bread.
Does it grow on trees? Because I got a tree song.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. I guess, Chris, I have to thank you for getting this song idea, because Chris organized a whole thing about tree songs, and I don't know how many were written, but it must have been dozens. Lots, yeah. And there were several events surrounding that. And of course, I wasn't living here. I couldn't participate in the events, but I'd always want to write about what is termed, if you look at this on the internet, the term survivor tree, and it's a thing where a tree survives in a very difficult situation, and it becomes like a shrine, because people just see that there's this life amidst all this destruction, and there's examples of this in various parts of the world, and the three that I've in this song that I don't need to describe because they're mentioned in the song. Hiroshima, 1945. Atomic blast scorched the earth and sky. But in the spring of the next year, from burnt out trunks, new shoots appeared, announcing to the world, I have survived. Oklahoma, 1995. A bomb attack took scores of workers' lives. But one lone elm in the parking lot bent and broke and fought, announcing to the world, I have survived. I have survived. I wish that everyone could see the roots of the survivor tree, silent but very much alive, building strength from below till the day new blossoms grow, announcing to the world, I have survived. Yes, I have survived. New York City, 2001. Planes attack left the free world stunned. Amid the carnage on the ground, a lone and broken tree was found, announcing to the world, I am not done. No, I am not done. So remember this when hope can't be found, that your strongest self is waiting underground, gaining strength through the dark of night, slowly reaching for the light, until the day you'll shade folks with your crown, your beautiful crown. Yes, I believe that in you and me are the roots of a survivor tree, silent but very much alive, building strength from within you, push out shoots and brand new limbs, announcing to the world, I have survived. Yes, I have survived. I am very much alive. Yes, I have survived. I am very much alive.
Yeah, nice. Okay, this is completely different. A mom told me about an incident at the dinner table one time with her 6-year-old and her husband. And I instantly said, that's a song and I'm going to write it. And so every once in a while, somebody comes up to me on the street these days and they say, somebody I don't know, they just come up and say, eat the crust. And I know what they're referring to. They're referring to this song. And in this song, on this side, you're the whiny kids. You go, do I have to, Dad? Can I hear that, please? Do I have? And over here, you're the mean dad. Yes, you must. Yes, you must. Okay, so you'll know your part when it comes around. I was eating dinner. It was just the other night, munching on my pizza. It was really out of sight. Then my dad got mad at me and shouted in disgust, when you're eating pizza, son, you've got to eat the crust. Got to eat the crust, yeah, you've got to eat the crust. Even though that crunchy dough is something you don't trust. Here we go. I said, do I have to, Dad? And he said, yes, you must. When you're eating pizza, son, you've got to eat the crust. La 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 la. I said crusts are boring, unexciting, dull, and bland. Any other parent in the world would understand. He said crusts are good for you, now sit there till you eat. When those crusts have disappeared, your meal will be complete. Gotta eat the crust, yeah, you've gotta eat the crust. Even though that crunchy dough is something you don't trust. I said, do I have to, Dad? And he said, yes, you must. When you're eating pizza, son, you've got to eat the crust. Do, 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 do. Then my dad did something very unusual. He played a trumpet solo.
Oh my God.
But he played it in the key of B flat. Do, 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 do. Singing, gotta eat the crust, yeah.
Must be a Mexican pizza.
Eat the crust, even though that crunchy dough is something you don't trust. Here we go again. I said,
do I have to, Dad?
And he said,
yes, you must.
when you're eating pizza, son, you've got. I'd love to hear that solo. Let's do another one. Here we go. My dad has a birthday coming up in just a week. I'll give him a present that I'm sure he'll find unique. Wrapped up in a great big box with ribbons on the ends. 97 pizza crusts donated by my friends. And I'll say, you gotta eat the crust, Dad, you've gotta eat the crust. Even though that crunchy dough is something you don't trust. And he'll say, do I have to, son? And I'll say, yes, you must. When you're eating pizza, Dad, you've got to eat the crust. Oh, yeah. When you're eating pizza, Dad, you've got to eat the crust. Do-do-do-do. Let's hear it for Jordy, who's just visiting from Winnipeg. His dad grew up in this area, so he just came to check out Redbird. And you're going to play at the open mic tonight, right? But let's hear it for Jordy for jumping in there. Yeah.
Good job. Yeah, you made me want a Mexican pizza with that trumpet. Did a whole mariachi thing going on. Okay. So yeah, here's a song about two very prominent Canadian families that you will know, but they have very funny names. And I think I wrote this early in the pandemic when we were all locked in, so this is where my brain goes. Do I need to explain any more? No, it's about sibling rivalry and how there's a moral to it, because it's not good to be jealous of your brother's success. Here we go. Now Theodore Loblaw was a hard-working man. His name became a chain of grocery stores across this land. But his younger brother Robert envied Theo's luck. Instead of finding his own bliss, he got stuck in a rut. He had the blah 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 blahs and the blah 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 blues. He claimed that he was robbed, but he never got the news. Yes, Robert should have known he'd have to pay his own dues to lose the blah 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 blahs, blah 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 blues. Y'all heard of Michael Bublé? Well, man, that boy can croon. But his bigger brother Beauregard could not carry a tune. Watching Michael on the stage only brought him pain. He'd clench his fists in anger, he'd whine and complain. He had the big Beau Bublé blahs and the big Beau Bublé blues. He longed for the applause while singing in Michael's shoes. But Big Beau should have known he'd have to pay his own dues to lose the big Beau Bublé blahs and the big Beau Bublé blues. Well, the moral of this story is plain as it can be. If you long to live your brother's life, you'll drown in misery. So build yourself the biggest fence and learn to be content, and know the grass is just as green on your side of the fence. Don't get the blah 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 blahs or the big Beau Bublé blues. Don't bet against the odds, 'cause you know you're bound to lose. Yes, everyone must know you've got to pay your own dues to lose the big Beau Bublé blahs and the big Beau Bob blues. I'm forgetting it. Yes, everyone must know you've got to pay your own dues to lose the blah 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 blahs, blah 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 blahs, blah 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 blahs, blah 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 blahs and the big Beau Bublé blues.
Tony Turner, everybody. I walked into my mom's kitchen one time, and there on the fridge I saw a magnet that had 4 words on it. It said, "Bloom where you're planted." And I went, ding. That's a good thought. I like that thought. I wonder if that could be a song. Bloom where you're planted. Don't take this life for granted. Try to treat yourself and treat your friends and treat the world with care. Be kind to your neighbors, help them with their labors, and marvel at this time we have to share. So here we go. It's April 95. It's a joy to be alive and pay tribute to a woman we adore. Oh yes, Vivian is her name, and we're happy to proclaim no one that we could admire more. She says, bloom where you're planted, don't take this life for granted. Try to treat yourself, treat your friends, treat the world with care. Be kind to your neighbors, help them with their labors, and marvel at this time we have to share. She savors every taste, being careful not to waste. She delights in all the beauty all around. Yes, she helps her garden grow as the seasons ebb and flow. The plants burst forth in glory from the ground. She says, bloom where you're planted, don't take this life for granted. Try to treat yourself, treat your friends, treat the world with care. Be kind to your neighbors, help them with their labors, and marvel at this time we have to share. Now we just go la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la. Beautiful. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. She works with lifelong friends to help the world to mend. She respects the earth below and sky above. She gave us roots and wings. Now we blossom as we sing, and we gather round to celebrate her love. She says, bloom where you're planted, don't take this life for granted. Try to treat yourself, treat your friends, and treat the world with care. Be kind to your neighbors, help them with their labors, and marvel at this time we have to share. Oh yes, let's marvel at this time we have to share. Thanks a lot. Over to you, Tony Turner.
History of colonialism in 3.5 minutes. So this is even shorter than Cole's notes. This is where it all started. It started with, well, I guess you could argue it started a little bit earlier, but this is the one we were taught in school that the King and Queen of Spain sent Columbus to us, and the rest is history, as they say. Queen Isabella and Ferdinand sent Columbus to the eastern land. Sailing west was his great plan, such a long way down. The Queen said, Chris, now you made a pledge to find for Spain a treasure chest. Mind you don't fall off the edge, it's a long way down. Oh, it's a long way down, my friend. No one believes you'll ever rise again, but don't despair, it is not the end. Still, it's a long way down. The year was 1492 when Columbus sailed that ocean blue, trying to make a dream come true. Such a long way down. For 10 long weeks he sailed the seas to an island where he should not be. Brought the natives to their knees. Such a long way down. Oh, it's a long way down, my friend. No one believes you'll ever rise again. But don't despair, it is not the end. Still, it's a long way down. I've been looking back 500 years at the fools who tamed this wild frontier. Fortunes rise then disappear. Such a long way down. To those who claim to lead this land and see us all as grains of sand, don't let us slip through your hands, 'cause it's a long way down. Oh, it's a long way down, my friend. No one believes we'll ever rise again. But don't despair, it is not the end. Still, it's a long way down. Yes, it's a long way down. Oh, it's a long way down. Yes, it's a long way down. Thank you.
Sid, I'd like to know if you'd like to come up again. Oh, is it time? Wow, did that happen already? Wow. Whoa, okay, it's time for music lessons here at Redbird. Okay, I lost track of the time there. Okay, forget it, Sid. Okay, we have to go. Thanks for being here. Same thing happened the last time, right?
I know.
Okay, well, we just mentioned Tony has some CDs back there, and I have some too. And thanks again to Redbird for having us here.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you for being here. Thanks to Robert Allen on the sound and Robert Brown on the video.
Yeah.
You can watch this concert later. What's that?
Oh, well, as you.
Well, we're going to unplug, are we, and play Circle of
is
Sound?
that, is that,
Yeah, can we
what
unplug?
can we do,
Robert?
Jeff? Can we just do one? They're going to riot if we don't do it. Come join with me in the circle of song, the young and the old, the weak and the strong, singing with one voice, though we may speak different tongues. In the circle of song, we are one. Some sing of the past, of battles lost and won. Some sing of their dreams and a new day in the sun. We're in B flat. Some sing out for love, and some sing just for fun. In the circle of song, we are one.
Here we go.
Come join with me
the circle of song, the young and the old, the weak and the strong, singing with one voice, though we may speak different tongues, in the circle of song, we are one. Want to do the second verse, Chris? Some sing of this land, or the country of their birth. Some sing of this land, for the beauty of the earth. Some sing of this land, for all that it is worth. In the circle of song, we are one. Come join with me in the circle of song, the young and the old, the weak and the strong, singing with one voice, though we may speak different tongues, in the circle of song, we are one. Thank you, Sid. Each of us must leave this place and go back to our home. Each of us must walk a path that must be walked alone. And each of us will bear the fruit of the seeds that we have sown. In the circle of song, we are one. Come join with me in the circle of song, the young and the old, the weak and the strong, singing with one voice, though we may speak different tongues, in the circle of song, we are one. Acapella? Yeah. Come join with me in the circle of song, the young and the old, the weak and the strong, singing with one voice, though we may speak different tongues, in the circle of song, we are one. In the circle of song, we are one. In the circle of song, we are one. Thanks, everyone.
Look out on a summer's day with eyes that know the darkness in my soul. Shadows on the hills, sketch the trees and the daffodils, catch the breeze and the winter chills in colors on the snowy linen land. Now I understand what you tried to say to me, and how you suffered for your sanity, and how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now. Starry, starry night, flaming flowers that brightly blaze, swirling clouds in violet haze, reflect in Vincent's eyes of china blue, colors changing hue. Morning fields of amber grain, weathered faces lined in pain, are soothed beneath the artist's loving hand. Now I understand what you tried to say to me, and how you suffered for your sanity, and how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now, for they could not love you, but still your love was true. And when no hope was left inside on that starry, starry night, you took your life as lovers often do. But I could have told you, Vincent, this world was never meant for one as beautiful